y'all. I know it's been a while since I've been on or made a video, but life happens. And I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a human, and things happen. So, um, I've had to take some time off for myself and my family, but I'm back with my special guest, my amazing husband.
Byron, thank you for the introduction, my amazing wife. Now, today we're going to try something a little different. We're going to talk about trying to share food with your significant other. And in this household, it could be a challenge at times.
Or non existent.
So, a lot of times, when we get food, sometimes we have to try to split it down the middle, but sometimes it don't go as planned. Sometimes she might get to it before I can get to it. Or sometimes we'd be like, you got a bigger piece than what I got.
Right.
But in reality, I try to make it as equal as possible.
But honestly, I'm not even gonna lie. This may sound super fat, but it is what it is. Like I said, I'm human before anything. I don't like sharing my food, and a lot of times it's like he wants stuff that I really, really have a taste for, or something that I really, really want. So it's like, no, I love you, I do, but I do not want to share my food.
Or how about I'll ask her, what do you want to eat? And say I'll order from one place, and then maybe she might order from another place.
That's true.
As soon as I get my food,
it tastes so much
can
better.
I get a taste?
It just tastes so much better.
I just asked you, did you want something from where I was getting it from?
I feel like they put a little bit more extra oomph in his meal than they did mine. I don't know what, but for real. I know the ladies feel me out there. And if y'all do, please talk to me in the comment section. But I believe I'm not the only woman out there like that.
And then if she get the same thing I got in the next couple of days, she be like, well, it don't taste like how it tastes with yours. I'm like, okay.
But not even with food, just with everything, like the bed. Have you ever been single before and like had the whole bed to yourself, and then once you got married, it's like you were on the edge of the bed trying to fight for cover. But half the time, I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even want cover because I don't know if I'm going through premenopause or what, but some nights I'm super hot and I don't even want cover. But sometimes it's like, even if I am going through what I'm going through, I'm not getting none because he wrapped up like a mummy. So it's like, oh my goodness. Then taking up most of the bed space.
Oh, no. That is not true. Most of the time, I'm fighting to stay on the bed. Most of the time, I'm about to fall off the bed.
Lies.
So.
Lies. Like, once again, I said I'm human. We are all human, and this is real life. That's our 1-year-old in the background that you guys are hearing. I'm sorry.
All right, we just had to take a quick break, lay our baby down real quick. She was going crazy. I think she's sleeping.
But not going crazy, though.
But back at it, like I was saying, I be trying to fight for space on the bed and making sure I don't fall off the bed. I be trying to get some type of space, but most time I'm on the corner, laying on one side.
Don't believe it.
Trying to be comfortable every night. So that's what happens.
Don't believe it. On top of not having any bed space, I gotta hear somebody snoring all night.
Oh, please, let's not talk about the snoring here. Let's not talk about the snoring. Sometimes I can't go to sleep because of the snoring.
Oh my goodness, lies. Lies.
Yeah, so.
Do I look like I have the face that will snore?
Yeah.
He's sleeping on the couch tonight.
At least I have more space.
Oh, for real? All right. But just anything, when you get married, it's like you just find out a whole lot of different things about not just your significant other, but yourself. And me personally, the first couple of years, because it'll only be 2 years in October for us that we've been married. And I'm not going to say only. Actually, that's a major accomplishment, especially in today's society. A lot of people sometimes don't even make it past the first couple of months or the first year. So 2 years is a major accomplishment. But to me, I feel like two different worlds are coming together and trying to make it one. So you have to get used to so many things. You have to get used to being a forgiving person. You have to get used to being a more respectful person. You have to get used to being more of a compromising kind of person. You just have to get used to being so many things, and it's not about changing who you are. It's about being better, being a better person. And if that person doesn't make you feel like a better person or want you or make you want to be better, then I don't know what to tell you, because a significant other is supposed to make you better. They're not supposed to just pretty much, because a lot of people say this person is supposed to make me happy, this person is supposed to make me happy. They're supposed to me, add to your happiness. Nobody should just be able to just come into your life and make you happy or sad, because the happiness should have already been on the inside of you. They should have just doubled it pretty much, or put some added something else to it. It's my take on things, but you are going to go through things. We're joking about the things that we're going through, or making it out of a joke, but a lot of people go through things way more serious than what we go through. Um, and I can honestly say that we have more ups than we have downs in our marriage. I'm not going to lie to you guys and make it seem like we just have this picture perfect marriage, because we don't. There's days when we have arguments or disagreements. There's days when I'm in a different part of the house and he's in a different part of the house, and it's like, hey, but we don't give up on each other. And I think that's what makes us so strong, because it helps when both people don't give up. It makes it so much harder when it's one-sided, because one person is putting in all this major work while the other person is like, I don't care if we make it or not. But when two people set aside their emotions and everything to the side and just say, no matter what, I want this to work, I feel like that's what makes things work, regardless of what you go through. I'm not saying to just take BS after BS, but at the same time, you're going to go through things if you want to be with somebody for the rest of your life, because both of you are two imperfect people. So you just, nothing's perfect and nobody's perfect.
Yeah, and I wouldn't say I was always like this or we were always like this, but I think one good tip is to try to not go to bed angry. Try to go to bed on good terms, because like you never know what can happen. You never know like how long we're gonna be on this earth. So you should always tell your significant other how much you love them, and try to go to bed not being angry, because like I said, you never know when it's your time. And then if that was to happen, you would be sitting there regretting saying that you wish you would have said, I love you, or you would have resolved the argument before y'all went to sleep. So I think that's a good tip to keep your marriage going, is to always try to come to some resolution before the end of the night. Even though I'm not going to say it's going to be easy.
I was just about
to say. But it's something that you got to grow into, and that's something that we've grown into. Because I'm not going to say it was always like that for us in the beginning.
I'm gonna be completely transparent and say that it's still not always like that. Not on my end, because a lot of times I don't feel like we talk about things to the point that they're just resolved. So I'm not gonna lie, there are times when I have gone to bed feeling some kind of way, but by the morning I try to shake it off, because it doesn't matter what type of mood we're in. Every morning we get up and pray together. Every night before we go to bed, we pray together. So it's like, you better set aside that attitude and clear your mind and your heart, because we are going before God now to talk about the things that we've gone through on today, and just covering ourselves, covering our baby, our families, their homes. This is just what we do. And I'm not, like he said, it's not easy to just say, don't go to bed angry. It's so hard to do that. Like, what if you had an argument right before you lay down? I feel like that's kind of unrealistic in a way when people say that. It's easier said than done. I'm better, but I'm not just completely over that stage. I don't know what will help me get 100 on that, but I won't lie and say that I'm just completely 100 on that right now.
I say prayer will help you get there. Prayer.
So you feel like you completely 100?
I ain't say that, but I'm just saying prayer will help.
I was about to say, you go to bed with no attitude at all.
And I was about to say that since we've been praying like every night and every morning, you could start to see a difference in your life and stuff. And you can,
and in your marriage.
Yeah, because you don't be so quick to feel a certain type of way, especially if you consistently praying and praying more. It makes a difference.
It's like you have more grace towards your significant other, and you care more about your marriage, because forget about the audience that was there when you said your vows. I said my vows before God, so that's what really matters to me. And when we get on our knees at night and pray to God, it's like a weight is lifted off of my shoulders. I feel so much better about us. I feel so much better about everything that we pray about. I'm not saying as soon as we get up, the problems just go away, but it's like you just feel so much stronger and so much better and connected to your significant other when you start praying together consistently.
Yeah, and we're gonna sum this video up by saying, try to share your food to the best of your abilities. Try to stay on the bed and don't fall off. And try to make sure you pray together. And
don't try to make that happen. Make that a priority.
That'll strengthen your relationship. So just try to do all those things.
And communicate.
Yeah.
Communicate with each other even through hard times, through difficult times. Talk to each other. It matters, fellas. The fellas are usually the ones that don't want to talk. It probably is some out there that do want to talk, but talk. It helps. It really does make a difference.
And ladies, sometimes the guys need a chance to just cool off before we communicate. So we can cool off and then communicate before we go to sleep.
Are you talking about me? Because I feel like we've gotten better with that.
I'm just helping the people out there that need help.
I was about to say.
It's about to say what?
I've gotten better with that.
Yeah. We've come a long way.
We have, for real. We have. Me, I have. But he has too. Don't let the smooth taste fool y'all.
I said we've come a long way.
Oh yeah, collectively.
Yeah,
we have.
It takes time. This does not happen overnight. And that's why I was saying about praying a lot. That'll help a lot.
And we're still growing. Like, don't just feel like because you're at a certain age or a certain mark in your marriage that you've just fully grown. Continue to learn. Continue to grow. Continue to just do better and be better. Not just as a wife or a husband, but just as a person. Be good to people, even if they're not good to you in return. Just be an all-around good person. It pays off. God is watching. God is listening. Just be a good person. And I'm not saying it's just to you all. I'm saying it's to myself as well, because a lot of times a person can hurt my feelings and I'll say, you know what? They cut off. Period. Like, they just cut off. If you can do me that kind of way, then you don't love me, or I'm just going to do you the same way you did me. That's not the proper way to do things, because at the end of the day, God is watching you. And regardless of what they do on their end, let God handle them. But that, again, is easier said than done sometimes, because I be want somebody to get got right then.
Yeah.
So it's like, God, I want you to do what I want to be a good servant and let you handle this, but at the same time, I want to handle it too. But I'm a work in progress, and I hope you are too.
Yeah, and that's something that definitely takes time. Because a lot of us probably just like almost eye for eye. You do something to me, I'm going to do the same thing to you or worse.
Ooh, that's me. Lord, help me.
You got to let God handle it. And it's very, very hard at times, especially depending on the situation.
Yeah. And
we're not saying we're 100% perfect, because sometimes we might fail and still go ahead and try to do that eye for eye, depending on what it is. But it takes time. It's not overnight.
Right. And it's not right to be that. So I hope nobody watch this and be like, well, they say that's how they do, so that's how I'm going to do. I'm really genuinely trying to be better overall. I want to just be a good person. I don't want a person to be struggling and I'm able to help them and I don't. Or I don't want to be a person that's not caring of people. I want to be for the people, even if the people aren't for me. That's just the kind of person or the kind of heart that I have, and I don't want the world to change who I truly am.
Yep, and that goes back to praying to God, because He'll continue to allow you to be a better person, because there's always room to grow.
Yeah. We hope that this video has inspired somebody. We hope somebody got a laugh out of this video. We hope this video has uplifted you. We hope this video has helped you in some kind of way to say, I'm still standing. I'm going to continue to stand. I'm going to continue to pray for my marriage. I'm going to continue to pray over my husband. I'm going to continue to pray over my wife. The devil will not have my marriage in the name of Jesus. I hope somebody said that after watching this, or somebody felt like that after watching this, because that's exactly how I feel about my marriage and just about my overall life. Things can get tough, but do not allow it to get the best of you. Don't.
Yep, just always keep fighting, keep trying, keep praying, and you will be all right. Number one thing, never give up. You give up, you're always gonna be sitting back thinking, I could have did this, I could have did that. No, keep going, keep trying. As long as you got breath in your body and your health is good, keep trying.
That's the only thing that makes you fail, or that's the only thing that makes you a loser, is quitting.
Yep.
As long as you keep trying, it doesn't matter if you fail a million times. You tried. You gave it your all. So that means that you was in the game. Period. The only time that you lose is when you stop playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
When you just say, I'm throwing in the towel. I don't want to play no more. You can't just don't do that. I know life can get tough. I know marriage can get tough. I know about depression. I lived through it, and some days I'm still living through it. But the key word is through it. That means that I'm getting through it, and you can too. So just continue to just go through it. Sometimes we have to go through to get through. So just continue to just do it. Even when it doesn't feel right, even when you don't want to, just tell yourself, I can, I got this.
Yeah, and everybody don't make it to the same destination at the same time. Sometimes some people might get there quicker than others. Sometimes it might take a little longer, but as long as you get to the finish line, it's going to be rewarding. Trust me. Just keep going.
And don't you dare compare your life to other people's lives, and don't let social media make you feel like you're behind in life.
Yeah,
I read something that said that comparison is the thief of joy, or the thief of happiness. And that is so true. If you have to take a break from certain people, if you have to take a break from social media, do just that to get back on track with your mental health and your true happiness, because a lot of people live fake lives for other people, and don't you be that kind, because through this video we were transparent enough to let you guys know stuff ain't always 100, but we still working through this thing. We're still giving our all to each other and to our marriage.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too. Like, don't base your life off of what other people put on social media, because a lot of it is fake.
Yeah.
Like she just said, fake it till you make it, pretty much. And if you pretty much base it off of that, then you be feeling bad about your own life. But in reality, a lot of them still struggling and going through it too. They just try to make it look good on social media.
Exactly. Everything is so happy. Everything is so joyful. Everything is so good. Everything is so perfect. And it's like, no, it's not. No, it's not. If you have to constantly say something is perfect, or if you have to constantly talk about certain things, then 9 times out of 10 it's not really that. It's what I've learned with people. Now, you can talk about your accomplishments, or you can talk about goals and things like that. A lot of people look at that as bragging, but I don't. I'm happy for people when they do great things like that. But when somebody overly have to overly talk about certain things, it's like something is going on behind closed doors in their life that they're hiding and trying to make it look good for other people. And I'm not for that. I'm all about real. It is what it is. We go through things, but we hanging in there with each other and with God leading the way.
Yep. And we kind of giving out a lot of topics for another day, so we're giving out a lot of good material. But we hope that somebody learned from what we're saying, could take some of this stuff and, become a better person themselves, or just, do better than what we're doing.
And let me add one more thing, then we can get on out of here. If you are married, planning on getting married, start with this. Praying together and working on yourself first and foremost. Pray that God help you as a person and prepare you for marriage and prepare you to be a husband or a wife. And do not allow friends, family, whoever to be in your business. People will lead you down the wrong road, and you thinking what they saying is right because they may be older, or because I don't know, they've made you believe that they just know so much about whatever it is that you may be going through. Keep folks out of your business, and I promise you, you'll have a much longer, loving, lasting marriage. Keep people out of your business, for real.
Yep, that's true. And we'll see y'all soon, another time.
See you guys later.
All right, hope y'all enjoy the video.